Hello. Well, that's incorrect. Let's take that away. This is not what you're supposed to be saying. What you're supposed to be saying is me and Tim, but Tim just disappeared. He is restarting his router. He should hopefully be back in a matter of minutes. But I wanted to start the stream since it's the time had hit that we should have started. So, hello. This will hopefully be streams after midnight. If Tim can't come back, then it'll just kind of morph into something else. Oh, thanks, Rob. Thank you very much, because you guys are awesome. I appreciate the gesture. I really do. Tim will be here. Tim will be here, hopefully. He was here. We were sitting chatting, muted, with the the start screen up, and he just lost connection. So hopefully he'll be back soon. He thinks he's back. Alright, I'm just going to warn him that I'm actually already on the stream. Back to bed. You can go back to bed if you like. Yes. Okay. So hopefully Tim will answer this call. I'm probably going to mute the audio actually for a second, just so that the Skype music doesn't ring through the stream. Tim's here.
Yo, yo.
Welcome everyone to Streams After Midnight. Properly, officially. Where we're going to chat for about an hour, maybe 90 minutes, and then have a nice live watch together of Slumber Party Massacre. This is because we are over a certain goal on Patreon, and we'll definitely be having one next month, which is why the one night goal, the goal that was there, has been saved. I know what it is. It'll be back for future solo streams. But there was a one night goal, so that it's the chat. Tim, you can see the chat. You don't have to type in it. You can see it.
I don't know because it disconnected, so I don't know if I need to bring it up again or if it just automatically is.
Okay. Can you see? Can you see people saying things?
Not since I said something.
No. Okay. Well, in that case, close it and bring it back up. You typing into it did nothing. I mean, it worked. I mean, we can see your message, but it's not. How could if you watch you robotic tyrant?
I want to see what some of these people are saying.
I mean, they're saying hello. There's a lot of hey Tims and whatnot.
Yeah, but they're sarcastic.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Rude Boy.
Well, the leprechaun, of course. That's the most iconic.
This is a weird inception. I'm hearing Tim's voice from the GIF playing, and then also Tim's actual voice. Yeah. So hey everyone who's here. Hey Tyler, Cindy.
Squarespace ad. No, thank you.
Bored. Let the ad play. That's revenue, Tim. How dare you? Bob, Rob. Did I say Rob? Bored. Cindy.
Pop out.
Gloin.
Chat.
Hello all. Yes, pop it out. Go on, Tim. Pop it out.
On Seinfeld, they're not a fan of the pop in, but they've never said anything about the pop out.
Yeah, pop out. Go on, pop it out. Pop out
right.
for everyone.
Here we go.
Hey Fletcher.
Hello, everyone.
They can hear you, Tim. You don't have to. Oh, Tim's such an old man.
I'm trying to get down to their level. They appreciate it. See, I'm one of them. I'm in the chat. I'm not like some gross overlord like you who just thinks he can reign over his little underlings. I'm actually here with the people.
Sure thing. I know when to pick my battles.
I missed the boy giveaway on Stone Gremlins channel. Oh, I don't know what that is, but I am sad I missed it. Why, they giving away an actual The Boy?
Yeah, maybe they give away an actual puppet thing. Rude Boy's got a show idea apparently. Well, we'll see. It's a live stream idea specifically. The sense of it.
Yeah, I got a show idea too.
Why haven't you told me about it?
I mean, I'm not like a show for us, like a
Oh, right.
sitcom.
What? What's that guy doing?
All right, so it's called. Do you know that game Two Truths and a Lie?
I'm familiar with the concept.
All right, so I was thinking, like, what if there's a show where there's like two people and their last name is Truth, and then there's another person and his last name is Lie. So then you can call the show Two Truths and a Lie, and I don't know, it's just like three people hanging out or something.
So it's like Martin Truth, Jesse Truth, they're married. They're a married couple.
Yeah.
And then there's Timothy Lie.
Yeah, their annoying neighbor who's always like, I don't know, getting between them or something.
Oh dear. All right. I mean that was gold.
Yeah.
I guess.
Maybe that'll be a Patreon tier if we ever hit like $900,000 and can produce a TV show.
Sure. Yes. Okay. Patreon goal $900,000. We'll make a pilot.
What if they investigate murders? Yeah. You know what? What if every week one of them commits a murder and you have to figure out if it's one of the people telling the truth or one of the people telling a lie? That could be good.
Of course, that's the most iconic.
Mila Jovovich is healing up.
You know what's funny is
Tim no sold that. He's like he's not even questioning why Mila Jovovich is tipping us. He's just.
Well, no, I'm going. I'm going somewhere with that. It's actually relevant. Because I mean, obviously, because of quarantine, I'm spending a lot of time at home, and I work from home. 3 days out of the week, and usually when I'm working at home, I'll just put like stuff on in the background. So I've just been watching a lot of random stuff in Netflix, and I can't let my curiosity get the better of me, and I've been watching the Resident Evil movies on Netflix.
What?
I mean, yeah.
Why?
I can never remember if I know obviously I've seen the first one, but then after that they're all kind of a blur. So I'm like, I know it's gonna be bad, but let me see if I put them on, maybe at least be fun bad or at least something interesting. But no, there really isn't. But that's funny though, because I've been seeing a lot of Miss Jovovich the last week or so.
Oh, does your wife know about this? Me and Mila have been hanging out a lot of private time together. Wait, I don't think that was Cindy who topped Mila. Amusingly, I could be wrong. It may just be the order of these emails. Nah, I don't have one from Cindy. Unless it's just not come in yet. It's just not come in yet, Cindy. I'm keeping an eye on it. Thanks, Gloin. Yeah, we can always stop to thank someone for complimenting me. Yes, that was a fun episode. It was a fun episode. Part 2 is also really good.
What are you talking about?
It's Star Trek, Tim. Don't worry yourself.
Ugh, get out
Right.
there.
Was there a premise in there, Rude Boy, that I missed? There's a new live stream idea for you guys. Picture this, and then there's no comment for you from ages, and then a quotation saying, "I am not going in there." So I feel
he knows
like
about showmanship.
I feel like
in suspense.
I feel like there was a comment that didn't go through on YouTube that was like automatically thingied.
Maybe his idea was just to do a new show, which I gotta admit, I don't like. Barely have enough time to do what we do. Don't need to, I don't know, review some crappy sci-fi show or whatever you want to do.
How dare you? Maybe his idea would be good for one of these 1 month. I don't know. I don't know what his pitching is. It's still a mystery. We'll find out. What's the super gritty cop movie from 81 with Stallone and Billy D. Williams? Imagine a Stallone-led French Connection. What's the title of it? What's the title of this Stallone French Connection? Oh, here we go. It's called Steams After Midnight. You and Tim in a sauna talking movies. So the promo has you guys steaming, and then walks Connor, who says, "Room for one more." And then outside his tower, who says, "Yeah, this is going through. I'm not going in there." Okay, all right.
I like it. I mean, I'm down.
Oh yeah. We'll meet up and go to a sauna one night. It just
I do have a little a very tiny I don't know what you would call it, Steam box, I guess. In my my home back in Rhode Island.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
A Steam as in a box that makes Steam, not one of those
like
like weird Steam video
it's
game consoles.
no. Heaven forbid. You know, I am a strictly PlayStation and Nintendo man. I would never buy another
Yes.
console. Um, unless they make. Well, I go where Castlevania goes. So if they, you know, if they decide to start making games exclusively for like some weird like Pizza Hut console or something, I'll buy it. Uh, but no, but back home, my mom does have a like a little a little sauna. It's like that dumb telephone booth from Doctor Who. You know, it's like about that
Mm.
size, and you just kind of go and sit in, and you get steamy. And I used to do that when I was hungover because you know, if you drank a lot the night before, you can just go and sweat all the toxins out, and then you feel like a new man. You come out
Mm.
all nice and clean. And it's also like a lazy way to like not work out. You're like, oh wait, I can get sweaty and trick myself into acting like I just worked out and without having to run. I can just sit in a hot room and listen to a podcast. Okay.
Oh
Um,
dear.
do I go to the Korean spa? No, I don't, or at least I haven't. Um, I've in the last couple of years, I've gotten like a few massages at like hotel spas and stuff. Like sometimes when me and my wife are traveling, we'll um like do something like that, and that's really fun. But I don't know. I'm kind of cheap and stuff. The one thing I do want to do at some point, which honestly I probably would have done by now if obviously it wasn't for you know, the quarantine and everything, is I want to do one of those deprivation tanks, which you know they have a lot of
That's the most iconic.
in LA. So that's something I really want to do, and I will eventually.
Thanks, board now. It is worth mentioning we're on the main channel, so super chats are available. They've not been available for a long time because I've been on the other channel, but streams after midnight comes to you on the main channel, so you can super chat to your heart's contents. Oh,
Unfortunately, I didn't run into Paul Hogan. I did get a massage in Australia, which at the hotel we were staying at, and it was quite lovely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it literally on fire while you were there? The timeline adds up here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we weren't in the vicinity, you know, of it, but yeah, we were visiting when they're having the very bad fires, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of went on vacation in the last like couple of months that anyone could go on vacation.
No, totally. I mean, it's funny because there were like, you know, times when all the stuff about the you know what started popping up, and we were kind of talking about it, and it seemed like such a weird like, huh. I mean, that certainly seems like something, but like, okay, I guess it won't affect our lives. And then like,
Months later, you're just like cooped up at home
yeah.
for the third month straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah well, 2020 is a weird year. It is indeed.
Indeed.
Yes. Oh, that's right. I have to manually update the bar when there's a super chat. That's right. I forgot that I need to do that.
Yeah, dude, come on.
I'm on it. I'm
Get
on
with
it. Shut up. Let me refresh this page. So it should be on 21 now. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Like bored now sounds like he's on the run from the law or something.
All right, I think that's what it should be. I mean, I changed the date, but it ends a little bit. No, I got the right date. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
All right, David's here. I didn't say hello. How dare I?
Mhm.
I'm so mean. Yes. So yeah, it'll definitely be one of these next month. And honestly, the Patreon looks like it may actually be above the goal for the streams after midnight going forward, unless there's a lot of changes at the end of the month, which is possible. But
Maybe
so
I tell Pete to raise the price. I'm not doing this again.
So I screwed up and can't watch along tonight. How did you screw up? Did you make plans? Did you accidentally blow up your TV? Like what? What would that be?
I mean, jeez,
Oh,
you're giving him the third degree over here. I mean, if the man doesn't want to watch, he doesn't want to watch. Calm down.
well, this is the man who sent me a video the other night of him putting mayonnaise and mustard on his sandwich just because he knows I hate it.
Ugh, that is a weird thing to do.
Yeah, it's the worst. My modem dropped and the cable connector in the back snapped. I'm running on cell data on my phone.
Ooh,
Oh, that is rough.
sorry. I just had computer troubles a couple of weeks ago, so I feel you.
On the upside, at least with the YouTube stream, you can turn it down to like 144p and save on data. You can
Yeah,
listen
for
to
now
this.
I have a beautiful black cat named Damien. It's kind of, she's pretty much like the unofficial mascot of Screams After Midnight. So just a beautiful black cat, very majestic, regal looking.
Yeah.
She pops up from time to time. Everyone loves her.
Yeah, it's not like I have 3 cats who appear constantly on the show as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Now see Tyler's asking a very important question here. He's asking me how I feel about Lords of Shadow.
Important. Is this a Castlevania game? Is that what this is?
Technically, yes.
Technically.
So it's very divisive because it didn't start off as a Castlevania game, and then as we all know, Hideo Kojima came in. I think he's producing it or something, and he was like, "Hey, why don't you make this Castlevania?" And then, they kind of shoehorned it as it's kind of like a Castlevania reboot. Like think of it as like the Rob Zombie, reboot of Castlevania, if you will. It is weird because I actually don't think it's a bad game. I think the first one is very fun actually. It's just like, yeah, this shouldn't be Castlevania. Like it's kind of cool as its own thing, but then it's kind of annoying because it's like, the franchise just kind of stops there, or at least like, the big budget like 3D games kind of stop after that, or after the sequel. Which the sequel is absolutely horrible. Absolutely, it's terrible. Like that, I played it, I beat it, but that was a tough one. But I mean, the first Lord of Shadows is fine. It's just annoying that that was kind of like the last big Castlevania game we had.
Yeah, they just don't sell well enough, unfortunately, so you're not going to see any more of them.
Oh, they sell plenty. It's just Konami is not the best.
Konami accounting, somehow everything's not selling well enough.
Yeah.
Pull the lever. If you want,
yeah.
if you want a Castlevania pachinko machine, you're in luck.
I'll have to get one someday. But yeah, they even had they made like a mobile game, but it never came to America, and then they just stopped updating it. So I guess it never will now. So that's very upsetting.
Oh well, they keep doing
Not
collections of the old games, so you got that to look forward to, over and over again.
That's yeah, those are fun enough. I'm assuming it's probably unlikely because it's probably harder to port these, but I would really love a collection of like the 64 games and the PS2 games. Like I do own those, but it's not as fun breaking out old systems. Like it's nice to have the convenience to play them on a modern console and stuff. Considering Castlevania on Netflix did way better than anticipated. No, I totally agree. And weren't there rumors about Sony wanting to buy Silent Hill?
Yeah, there's still heavy rumors that they're at least licensing it to make a game for PS5. But they've not revealed it yet. But there's a lot of noise which makes people think that there is something to it, but to what extent we're not sure yet.
Yeah, because I feel like if that happens, and then the popularity of the Netflix show, it makes me feel like, part of me wants to believe that there's like hope that there could be another, like I'm not asking for like a masterpiece here. Like, it's not like I want the Resident Evil 2 remake of Castlevania or something, but just like, like a decent, like 7 out of 10, like modern Castlevania game. Like I would love that. I mean, Castlevania 64 isn't great, but I do have a soft spot in my heart for it just because I played it a lot as a kid. Junji Ito and Kojima are teaming up. Well, that'd be interesting. I'd be down for whatever they're cooking. Or now you should definitely check out the other seasons. They're pretty good. There's this stream avatars thing I try to get Pete to turn on. I added the MF crew and gave you each custom hats. You have a lead hat and a goat mask. Any more you can think of? No, that sounds awesome. I don't really know exactly like avatars, like what, like the Navi, like what are we?
just little, like 16-bit versions of us, Tim. That's all you need to know.
Oh, I love it. Oh, cool. Can we make like a game out of it?
I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Elsa, welcome,
I want a
welcome.
16-bit version of me, like jumping over graveyards and throwing holy water on Pete.
Why on me? Not unholy.
You would be the bad guy. Come on, you'd be the boss. Why not?
Why would I be the bad guy? I'm the hero of the journey. God damn it.
You'll be the Luigi. Like
Luigi
if someone...
is the better character and always has been, so that's fine.
Whatever you say.
Always been better. I make no apologies for that opinion.
Sure.
I never will.
Says a man who, it's been 20 years since he owned a Nintendo system?
That's not entirely true. I mean,
do you have a Wii?
Yeah, it was a Wii. That was not 20 years ago.
Okay.
That was like, what?
That was like 17 years ago.
Nah, it's closer to 10. Yeah, it's like 11, 12 years. 11, 12 years, something in that range.
Oh, Tyler's speaking my language now. Yeah, Bloodlines was a big one for me because I was a Genesis kid growing up. We didn't have a Super Nintendo. I eventually got one later, but yeah. So Bloodlines was my game. Yeah, Bloodlines is great. It's I think it's an overlooked one because I don't think Genesis games get as much love as like Nintendo games and stuff. Which I mean, I think there's a lot of really good games on that system.
That's a very cultural thing because here it was the opposite. Here, like everyone had Sega. Nintendo was kind of the distant second. So it was kind of weird when Sega essentially just like died on the next generation and the PlayStation just whipped its ass because it was like, oh, we just completely switched to PlayStation now. But Nintendo's always been kind of a distant one here. I mean, I guess until the Wii and the Switch were they're kind of just successful agnostically, but back in the day, it was different. I DM'd an example vid to the stream's Twitter. Just now? Well, Tim's got that account. He can check that if he wants.
Yeah.
I'm just checking myself because I'm curious. Yeah, he's DM'd it. I see it.
Talk amongst yourselves and check this out.
Yes, I have a cat in my head, apparently, the looks of it. Carlo's got a red hood.
That's fun.
I assume that's Connor anyway.
I like it. No, that's very cool. Yeah. It's a spitting image of me. Like it.
I saw the ritual last night. Overall, I liked it, although the Pan's Labyrinth looking thing kind of made it less scary. I actually quite liked the monster in that movie, but
I disagree with that. I mean, I think that's one of my favorite things with it was how unusual the design was. I feel like it's not something you see a lot in monster movies. Like, it's kind of crazy, but I quite like the ritual. It's I still haven't actually gone back to it, but when I do think of like movies in the 2010s, that's always one that stands out. It's like, I really like that one.
Yeah, I was surprised by it. Tim insisted we get it done on the show when it was starting.
I was the same. I didn't know anything about it, and I watched it. I was like surprised, like, oh yeah, this is good. Dear Lord,
I'm dropping things. Ow. All right,
Jesus.
Okay, we'll solve the situation.
Podcasting with Urkel here.
That is totally a reference I get because I've totally seen that show that made it this way across the pond. I was watching the original Nightmare earlier, and then like an hour later, they announced John Saxon passed away. I know it's kind of shit.
Yeah, super sad.
That is a man who appeared in like so many like classic movies, but also so many B movies over the years.
Yeah.
His credit list is insanely long.
Yeah, it's always like a fun one that like Nightmare and stuff is like the big ones, but there's like a lot of little movies that he pops up in that whenever you see him, it's like, oh shit.
Pete, WWE is doing a horror themed show. It used Midsummer as a poster. Does that mean they're going to be that MCMN alive? I mean, everything WWE is shit, so this is my short answer to that. There's a monster movie on Netflix called The Invisible Guardian. It's in Spanish, but really fantastic. Okay.
Check it
Alright.
out. Haven't heard about it.
Saxon just died, yeah. It popped up in the news like an hour ago. Or something like that. Yeah, Regis Philbin died today as well.
Yeah.
I never really seen anything he hosted because none of it really aired in the UK. But I saw enough clips of him, through various things over the years.
Yeah, like I don't really know anything about him or have much of an attachment, but seemed like an alright guy.
Yep. That's a thing. So, yeah. Look at us, Streams After Midnight. It's a thing. We're here. We're doing it. Looking forward, since this seems to be a regular thing from now on, like I think there'll definitely be a movie every month now. I think that'll be kind of the established format going forward. Did you guys see the Justice League tease? I did not. I don't know if I care to.
Didn't realize there was one. I think the only thing I saw this week was the New Mutants trailer or whatever.
The original American show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yeah, very good. Not that I feel that precious about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but it definitely was not American first. Snyder saying he wants to destroy all the Whedon footage makes me hate him even more. Zack Snyder's the worst. Wasn't Chucky on WWE? No, I think Chucky was on WCW. Because WCW did a lot of stuff like that. Because they had RoboCop and they had David Arquette. Like, they did a lot of wacky stuff. Bloody Bloody Babel Camp is my horror movie after tonight's stream.
I don't think I've ever heard of that, but it sounds good.
Yeah, it was a cross promotion thing when Bride of Chucky was coming out.
Which wrestling federation did The Boy appear on when The Boy came out?
FCW.
FCW, okay.
Which is Fictional Championship Wrestling.
Oh, okay. I'd be down with that.
Yeah, I feel like it's a desperation move. That said, though, I mean, like WWE's at a point now where they could get Brahms on there, and it would just be it would be like a visage of how shit that company is these days that they actually got Brahms on there.
It'd be great. He like burst through like the bottom of the wrestling ring.
Yes, I think we all know my opinions on Justice League and Batman v Superman. To know that I agree with B-Bird over there.
Yeah.
Do you smell what the boy is cooking? Oh my god.
It's like I don't want to be like I don't want to be like super negative and stuff, but I see like some people saying like stuff where they'll be like, oh, like Justice League's okay, but it's not that great and stuff. I'm gonna be like, what are you talking about? No, it's like bad. Like all those like I don't know, no offense, but all those like Snyder movies I think are pretty bad. If you like them, that's fine, but
yeah, I mean it's not as bad as Batman v Superman, but it's
sure, yeah.
Batman v Superman's a hell of a low bar. I own exactly one WWE stock. Why do you own one WWE stock? Explain yourself, David. This is going to. You should get it like printed out and put it in your fancy briefcase instead of the Red Hood comics. It would be a better use of your time. Brahms does not have standards. Just while we're on there. Just while we're on that subject. Oh dear. Do you know? I tried playing Ghost of Tsushima,
Okay.
and I think it's really boring. Like,
Okay.
like I have very little interest in playing any more of it. It's all the comparisons to it being an Assassin's Creed game in Japan. Unfortunately, essentially turned it. No, it looks pretty. Don't get me wrong. It looks pretty. It actually looks much better than the Halo they showed off on the next Xbox, which is supposed to be the next generation version. But yeah. So
yeah, I don't really have any interest in playing it. I mean I've seen screenshots. It looks pretty. Like the setting and stuff sounds cool, but I don't know. I need to start getting better with money, and I'm trying to save up and stuff. So I'm a little more selective with my games, and I have such a big catalog. I'm just trying to work my way through stuff I already have, so can't really imagine myself getting it. Especially like if people are making comparisons to Assassin's Creed. I think I've played 1 or 2 Assassin's Creed games, and I think they're awful. I hated them. Uh, so definitely, not my type of game.
I mean,
Uh,
I'm sorry, Tyler, but I don't play trash, so I'm going to find out. That said, I will admit I was mildly tempted today. I'm starting to ponder the possibility of at some point getting a Switch. At some point.
I mean, honestly, it might be like one of my favorite systems, but I mean, you know me, like I love like my 2D Metroidvania games, and it's kind of perfect,
Mm-hmm.
for that type of game. So I mean, I don't know, you might like it. I don't know if like maybe some more like the puzzly kind of games, you might be into. Like I don't know, I can't imagine you like getting that into like some of the Nintendo stuff, but hey, maybe you like
Mainly,
that.
I just want to play Slay the Spire in bed and on the toilet and in various other locations.
Okay.
Tyler, you shut your filthy mouth. Last of Us 2 is a goddamn masterpiece, and I will not hear your trash opinions about video games.
Yeah, I haven't played either Last of Us Force. Well, I tried playing the first one, couldn't get into it. But have you heard or seen this game that I think it came out this week that I thought looked pretty cool called Carry On?
I know.
Like
I don't really know what that is.
it's not like carry on, like it's one word, like carrion or however you say it. And it's like kind of like it's like a 2D Metroidvania ish kind of game, but it's basically like you're playing as like a blob like creature going around and killing people, but it looks really cool.
Actually, I think I have seen. It's like a 2D game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have seen like a clip from this actually. You're talking about it.
I think it looks really fun. I'm really want to try it. It might be like next game I play once.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm through a few other things.
Technically, Fletcher, it's called The Last of Us Part 2. So it's still the same Last of Us. It's just the second part of it.
Oh yeah. I absolutely love a Bloodstained. Yeah, obviously I as a big Castlevania fan, I like backed the Kickstarter on that. Like I think the day it launched. Obviously I'm gonna follow Iga anywhere. It's I don't want to say I was like disappointed or anything. I thought the game was like good, but it wasn't like, oh my god, Castlevania level good. Like, but that being said, I think like if they do a sequel or anything, it could be really cool. Maybe once they have like some of the bugs and stuff worked out. I really like the 2D kind of spin-off ones, Curse of the Moon, which I beat the second one like a week or two ago. Those are really fun. And actually, going back up to what Rude Boy was saying about Nintendo being geared more towards kids, I guess it is, but like, it still has plenty of like adult stuff. Like they have most of the Resident Evils on there now. They have some other like like horror games. They got like Doom and stuff. It's not like back in the day when they were like censoring blood and that kind of stuff. Like it's basically the same as other systems. It probably still just gets that reputation because of like most Nintendo games are kid friendly, like Mario and whatnot. But I mean, those are still fun. Like I still play those as an adult. They're great.
Okay, I mean, if games that are coming out on the other systems and the Switch, if they're not like 2D games or whatever, they're probably better off in the other systems because the Switch is much less powerful. But yeah.
The only difference is like I love having a like a handheld system. So like any modern game, if you are more concerned about stuff like graphics and whatnot, you'll want them for other systems. But man, I'm lazy and I just like having the option to like play in bed and stuff if I want to.
Yeah. You know what else? I should probably go back and play the first one on stream at some point. So yeah. I'm so sorry, Board. I'm so sorry that I'm yawning at like after 4 a.m. How dare I?
And you chose this life.
Yeah, you chose this time though, didn't you?
We could have done it earlier if you wanted. I don't know the time difference.
Witcher 3 is fantastic.
And I couldn't get into it.
Oh, Tim Witcher. I thought you said The Witcher 3. It said Tim Witcher 3. And it's not an isolate PS5. How dare you, Tyler? That PS5 is gorgeous. I like how that thing looks. I've got Monster. Should I wish to go and get some of that? And I might do so. But Peter should make a montage of his emotional reactions to Last of Us cutscenes. Do I emote enough though when I'm reacting? I don't know if I do. I feel like I'm very. I mean, I'm feeling a lot, but I don't know if I actually emote a lot. Oh my, Tyler, you're the worst.
Did you play that on stream or did you play that by yourself?
Last of Us 2, I played all of it on stream. I was playing it as much as I could most nights for like a week when it came out.
Interesting.
Maybe just over a week. Yeah. And I loved doing so. Although I said there was a couple of extra little chunks I played off stream, but I recorded it and uploaded it so that people who were following the story could see everything.
Yeah, I would love to play a game on stream, but I have no idea how, and I'm too lazy to learn.
That's a capture card. It's not too hard, but
yeah. But I mean, also like it would be like it wouldn't really be modern games. Like I would want to play like like Castlevania 64 and stuff. Like I think that would be kind of funny. Also, like it'd be really boring to watch because like I'm a very cautious player, so I'm like constantly going back and saving and like checking stuff to make sure I do it right. So it'd probably be very frustrating for people to watch me. But hey, it might be fun if you're just dicking around.
I saw a little glistening moisture collecting in your eyes in a few scenes, although I did not see any spillage. That's pretty on par for me. If I get emotional, I tend to water up, but not enough to actually.
Not from your eyes.
Sure. If you're not into Ghost, does that mean we're getting back to our anime boys? Yeah, I'll probably be playing Final Fantasy again when I go back to gaming.
Actually, to answer Tyler's earlier questions about the Halloween East podcast, yeah, I'm a very devoted listener to that podcast and the Losers Club podcast, which it sprung out of, which is very enjoyable Stephen King podcast. Halloweenies also like quite a bit.
That's right. I did have to censor a scene. Yeah. Yeah. What did you have Symphony of the Night on, Tim? What systems do you got that on?
I have it for PlayStation. I have it in as part of the Dracula X collection for PSP. I have it for PS Vita.
You can stream directly from your PS4 should you wish. That said, I don't know if you get like a mic for it or a headset.
It sounds complicated. I need if someone comes over and shows me how to do it and it's easy, then I'll do it. But hey, there's lots of stuff I'd love to do. Unfortunately, I just don't have that millennial computer techie brain to know how to do stuff.
I mean, I might get a 10 at some point, Rude Boy, but I'm more interested in going back and play like the original 7 or something like that for the turn-based combat. I think I want to do that rather than go to another modern one. Even though 10's not that modern anymore, but it's modern in the sense that it was after the Switch. It changed.
Yeah, 10 was okay. That was probably the last one I really got into. Like, I did play 12 and 13, and I'm pretty sure I beat both of them, but I wouldn't say I was huge on them. I did like go back and replay some of 10. Like I only played about 20 hours of it, and then I kind of stopped. But I was playing it for the remastered one for the Vita. But 10's fun. I still like the kind of PlayStation trilogy better. 7, 8, and 9 will always be my favorites. But
would Tim like the bridge game? He might get just rage quit at it. Too much math for Tim.
I don't mind math as long as it's not sneaky math.
No, it's a game called Polybridge where you have to design bridges given the materials you're given, so you have to make sure it structurally will hold the weight of the vehicles that go over at the end.
I think I saw like a Facebook ad or something for it.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. I like it. It's rage inducing at times, but it's good.
I did play X2 again. I don't remember if I beat it, but I remember playing like quite a bit of it. But it was all right. It seemed kind of strange for them to like start doing like sequels to their games. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. But yeah, it's fine.
But it has 8 has the gunblade though, Tyler. I'm going to not
Gunblade
make.
rules.
I'm going to make fun of that constantly when I play it.
Oh, it's
Constantly.
awesome. Yeah. I mean, 8 rules, but I mean, you do have to like go back and like when you're like just becoming like an emo teenager, and like that's a perfect time to play it. But yeah, no, you know, Squall, truly one of video games' best protagonists.
Play Kerbal next time you play a hard, smarty game like the bridge one. I mean, Kerbal Space Program?
A Star Trek thing.
No, it's just a game. The first disc and second disc of 8 feel like... Don't talk about discs. I'm playing digital versions on PC or whatever. We're not... Will you guys be doing a list for October? Oh, yeah, we always do a list at the end of October.
Love for the past.
We'll probably do possibly a decade list again at the end of October, but we'll see. We'll talk about it. We'll decide what we think's right. One of the things that we're changing this year, though, is that November, after the Octoberthon, is going to be like a cooldown month. And it doesn't mean less episodes or anything like that, but what we're going to do is we're going to have a theme for the month where all the episodes are going to fit a theme.
Mm.
It's going to be a fun thing we're going to try and start doing in November's. Whatever happened to the Spielberg tournament? Basically, when we started the other comic book channel, which is just me editing a lot of stuff to like put out in different formats, all that editing took away from any editing I was doing on the Spielberg thing. So it still technically exists and could still happen, but as of right now, it's not been worked on. 1910s, that'd be a short list, David. Be a very short list.
I did take advantage of Barnes and Noble was doing their Criterion sale, and I did get Haxan Criterion, which is from 1922. So like, oh, cool, this movie is almost 100 years old.
Yeah, November, like, it'll either be a subgenre or a decade. Kind of like how on Ace we did a 70s month, and everything from that month was from the 70s. So it could be a subgenre, or it could be a decade. We'll see. We'll see what we feel like. I don't think it'll be vampires though, just because we're working through the Hammer vampire movies now. It'd feel weird to then get to November and say, "Here's more vampire movies."
Hey, I'm not against it. Yeah, I think Barnes and Noble is like the only like bookstore still in business, or at least like big corporate bookstore.
That said, they're selling just as many movies as they are anything else, so it's not like...
Oh yeah, I don't know how many people actually get their books there. I did order some new books this week, which I'm excited about, but we ordered from a local bookstore because we like to support local businesses.
Found footage month, here we come. How about go F yourself, Tyler? Full month of under 20% rate on Rotten Tomatoes. No, hell no.
That's not a bad idea.
For that. I mean, I don't know if I want to do that for cooldown month. Maybe that can be like if we hit like a goal or something at some point, we'll do like a month like that. But Jesus Christ. Bugvember.
Sure. Why not? Which Mosquito Man, Slugs. Have
you convinced Tim to watch The Lift? It's definitely one we have to do for a bonus episode at some point. I watched a movie on stream this week, Tim, called The Lift. It's on Shudder.
Okay. Elevator movie.
It's a Dutch movie, and it's like it slows down a bit in the second half, but it has some great kills and some great dubbing. It was well worth a watch.
I feel like I might have seen parts of it. I don't know if I watched all of it.
A new review of The Boy every day for a month.
Hey, I'd be down. Why not?
I've not seen the silent version of Phantom of the Opera. I have seen the one you've seen, which is the 40s one.
Yeah, I did not like that one. The Phantom has always been the kind of one universal monster I'm not super big on, but yeah. But although I do have the Robert Englund version on Blu-ray, which I actually do like. But
I did get your message, Bob. The movie was remade, starring Naomi Watts in like the start of the 2000s. So so we could do like a sort of twofer with that. I suppose we could do the original and then the remake. Found Footage Visitor Creep. We actually did Creep 1 and 2 way back at the start of the show, Rude Boy. Well, they did the first one back at the start of the show, and then 2 when it came out. So yeah, Creep's been a long done thing.
I mean, we've said it before. We're not anti found footage. There's plenty we like. I mean, yeah, Creep obviously is a great example. The Wreck movies, or at least like the first one is really good.
Yeah, I don't like it
Uh,
enough to like do a
there's a lot
month
of
of it
bad.
though. Yeah, like I don't want to do like 6 found footage movies in a month.
Yeah.
Whereas, vampires, zombies, or even saying, "Oh, we'll do 6 movies for the 50s in a month or
Sure.
something," like all that sounds fine to me.
I just like the genre of movies that I like. Let's just watch like 6 movies that I like.
It sounds like hell. Sounds like absolute hell, quite frankly. I think the Silent Era one was meant to be more of a gothic style horror, so could be good. Yeah.
Should do a silent episode of the podcast.
How does a silent episode of the podcast work, Tim?
Just people use their minds. Good exercise.
Have I seen Exhibit A? No. The remake of The Lift,
Bad
I believe,
movies.
board now, yes. Which was called The Shaft. The remake of The Lift is called The Shaft.
Oh, that sounds familiar. I don't think I've seen it, but I feel like was there one at one point. I wonder, we might have been thinking about doing like an elevator Patreon pick because there's actually a couple.
Oh.
Surprisingly, so I might have been looking at elevator movies once because that name sounds familiar.
Singing for the whole episode? A musical episode? Welcome to Screams After Midnight. Tim, what did you think of the movie?
It's okay, and I don't sing, so.
Okay.
A boy knockoff. I gotta check that out. Bad Ben. I have to put that on my radar. I added some like crappy looking doll movie that was on Prime called Heidi, I think. So I'll watch that and get back to you guys.
Yeah, that's not for the show. I am watching
Yeah,
that.
I'm not making you watch it
Good.
unless it's good.
Oh yeah, because I trust your opinion if you say it's good. After the shenanigans of the boy in Leprechaun and other shite that you've praised over the years.
Just gotta give the people what they want. Come on. Devil's the only other elevator movie I remember. Yeah, I remember seeing Devil as whatever. They also did one of the Hulu Into the Dark episodes. They did an elevator one, I think, for February.
Okay.
It was bad.
Fish Monster Month. Oh, don't worry. We've got that Fish Monster movie on Shudder to do at some point, Fletcher. Don't you worry.
There's that what's that? Is that new one, Barge People or something that just came out? Looks kind of cool.
The Lep 2 review streams at its finest, and you know it, Pete. I mean, people seem to like me and my pain and my misery, so yes, I guess it's true.
Yeah, I've I don't think you've watched any other ones, but for some reason I've kept up with all the Into the Dark episodes. There are a few that like aren't bad, but overall I really don't like most of them.
Every time you could play that, I make you do too. I just go, well, you could just cut that Into the Dark viewing once a month. There you go. That was a free 90 minutes.
The best Fish People movie on Shudder I didn't enjoy. Not sure which one he's referring to. Cold Skin.
I didn't see
Cold
that.
Skin. It was yeah, I don't. I think I kind of I like the premise a lot. There was some cool creature and stuff, but like didn't like amaze me. I do think that was one that I was like watching like while I was working though, so maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention. But it definitely has a cool premise though.
Yeah, bored. Unfortunately, we've picked up an audience who seems to love the bad horror movie reviews.
Well, they're fun. Yeah, no one wants to. Yeah, I mean, there's so much talk about like positivity nowadays, but like, I don't know, no one likes it when someone's just like liking stuff. Like, you want to. It's fun when people are tortured and have to watch awful shit. I mean, that's like the whole premise of Mystery Science Theater. Like,
It is.
they don't make them watch good movies.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, we need a better theme song. I think that's what we need. We need a Mystery Science Theater S theme song.
That'd be good.
In the not too distant nighttime.
After midnight.
After midnight, there was a boy named Tim. Not too different from you or me. He worked on his hair day and night, but it didn't really work for him or his wife. So, so I don't know. I'm making this as I go along.
That's not bad. It's a little catchy.
Burn the land and boil the sea. You can't take the Brahms from me. How dare you?
So that sounds like some type of like spell or invocation or something.
I feel the reason why the bad acting is worse now is because the bad actors now like understand bad movies, and therefore, whereas everyone in the 70s and 80s hasn't seen enough or isn't self-aware enough, so it's more charming.
Yeah, I think like people are just kind of like, they were like more interesting. I feel like they look more like real people. Like I feel like a lot of times nowadays, like when the acting's bad, it's like all these like, super hot like model looking people, which I just think is like not fun. Yeah, versus like in the 70s or 80s where it's like just kind of like these like weirdos a lot of times.
Yeah, having bad acting is way better than Wooden, for sure.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Oh no, there's a monster chasing me.
Yeah, sure. That's a good example.
Yeah, good looking people.
Hell yeah.
Depends what film industry they're in, but yeah. Yeah. Like Seth the Legend. We need to watch The Dark. The Dark. The only thing I think of being so weird is that you can pick about the genre and have more fun. But I take your point. Well, yeah, I mean, in serious, I mean, not serious, but in witty and well written, like satires and stuff, then sure, but we're not really talking about that. We're talking about just bad movies, where there was a time back in the 80s where lots of bad movies were being made, but they all really believed in what they were doing. Whereas now there's just so much crap that's churned out because they just need to they just need to fill a slot, to fulfill a contract, and then they've done their deed. That's it. Yeah.
My cat's getting on the mic.
I mean, I was able to watch Disaster Artist well enough because I think at least there's some interesting like trivia as to how this happened. But the performance of like him pretending to be Tommy Wiseau was definitely not the best part about it.
No, I think it was kind of impressive how like some of the people like I feel like were able to channel like the characters. Like there is something interesting about someone trying to do a good job of acting like someone that's acting bad, but like yeah, it's something about the movie I feel like loses a little bit of charm of the book. Like I don't know, I feel like the book is a little more interesting, but and it's also like kind of I guess it's more of an interesting movie if you never really like heard about The Room. Like it's a lot crazier, but yeah, if you're people like us who have seen it like 20 times or whatever, it's like, well, all right, we know this,
It was worth it just for that moment after he's humping the dress and they suggest that maybe they should do that before you shoot yourself, and he just goes, "I disagree." I don't know. That was that one exchange made watching that movie worth it for me.
Yeah,
because it just made me piss myself.
I had a good time watching it, but I also probably never like watch it again.
Yeah, I can't see myself watching it again. That said, though, I'll probably see The Room again at some point, though.
Sure,
it'll happen.
Black Dynamite's a lot of fun. I like that movie.
Oh, I've not seen Black Dynamite or Showdown in Little Tokyo for that matter.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
Welcome to Screams after midnight. Screams after midnight. There's a Brahms in the corner. There's a lap in the sink. Tim is here and he's gonna make Peter bleed from his ears. It screams after midnight.
Mhm.
I get
Yeah,
how about
someone someone just has to cut that out and then like add some like a synth underneath it, and we're good to go.
that. Have I seen Session 9 starring David Caruso? I have seen that.
Yeah.
I don't remember liking it, to be honest, from memory, but
I mean, it was like a big movie, like when like when I was in like high school, that because that was like a small indie movie that like not a lot of people had heard of. So that was kind of one that got passed around between friends a lot. Like, oh my god, you haven't seen this, and it's been a while since I seen it, but I do remember liking it. But um, yeah, I think like the last time I watched it, which I think was still maybe a couple of years ago or something, like I don't think I liked it as much as I remembered, but I still thought it was good.
can you get Carter to make a song? He might just go for that after all. Do you know what's funny is that he did all the music that we have for all of our things, but he's not currently paying the subscription for the audio library that he uses to make things. And right now he especially can't afford to because the global bastard is affected everything. But maybe we'll get new music at some point. But at least for now, it's not a concern. It's not like a. It's not something we need. Like the music's fine. Bloodsucking Freaks is a terrible movie. It needs to be watched. Okay. I have that on Blu-ray. No, I have Bloodsucking Freaks from Pittsburgh. I have got on Blu-ray. I've got something with a similar title.
I this might surprise you, but I'm actually quite a big fan of Tyler Perry. Love those movies. I do think they are they should be watched. I actually watched a movie earlier this week, which I was like dying laughing, called I'm in Love with a Church Woman, which it's on Netflix if anyone wants to watch it. It's a religious movie, and Pete, you'll love this. It's in the opening, like title credits. When they get to the producers, one of the producers on the movie is God.
You're right, I did like that.
But
Yeah.
it's I mean, I don't want to make fun of anyone, if they're religious, but it's kind of a ridiculous movie.
Like ultra religious movies that are like funded by the church are hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
what one day we have to like watch like Cancer, or no, what's it called? See Me Dance, spelled with a C, and it's this Christian movie about a dancer who gets cancer, and like a demon from hell or the devil from hell's after her, and the acting, the trailer's just wonderful. The trailer's a wonderful thing of beauty.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely on the same page, Cindy. Like if you like these like dumb, outrageous, over the top movies, like I wouldn't recommend watching every Tyler Perry movie, but there are like a couple of choice ones that are like fun to watch because they're so bad.
Yeah. So, have you seen any Cynthia Rothrock films, Tim? You've been asked.
I don't believe so. No.
Yes. Chris with a capital C. The trailer for that is also. It's not a horror movie, so we can't really justify us doing it unless we just do like it for a laugh. But
Yeah.
Chris with a capital C stars the second neighbor from Married with Children.
Oh yeah, Ted McGinley.
Yes, and it's about an evil atheist, quote unquote, who comes to town, and it's basically about how he's ruining Christmas by making everyone sort of like be like accepting of other faiths as opposed to just not Christianity. Still got to watch Assassin 33 AD. Hey, maybe that'll be a bonus thing on Ace at some point.
Is that a sci-fi movie?
Yeah, actually, Fletcher made me add a movie called Butt Boy to the Ace to-do list. Not in any like sort of like time frame.
Okay.
Just it's on the grand list. And Tara noticed the list, noticed it, and I was like, "What the hell's Butt Boy? And why is it there?" And I was like, Fletcher wouldn't shut up about it. I did, so I put it on to appease him. It's just there,
Right.
exists.
Well, let me know if it's good, if it's worth checking out.
Maybe I will.
Trying to think. I feel like there's some other dumb thing I watched. Kind of a bad but kind of funny horror movie, which maybe we'll have to do on a Patreon episode at some point. But I watched The Suckling this week.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I have not.
It's I want to say, I think 70s, but I don't know, maybe it might be 80s, but like basically it like takes place at an abortion clinic, and it's about like uh this fetus that I think it's like I think it gets like thrown into the sewer, or maybe it was flushed down the toilet or something, but then like radioactive ooze drips on it and it comes to life as like this big giant fetus monster and starts like attacking and killing everyone. It's kind of great.
Okay, they've made it all. Butt Boy's on the ace list, Fletcher. I thought that's where you wanted it. But is it more of a horror movie? I don't know.
It could go either way.
Need to add
With
that
a name
ultimate.
like Butt Boy.
Need to add that Ultimate Warrior sci-fi movie to this list. Well, we've done a movie called Ultimate Warrior on the ace, or do you mean a sci-fi movie starring the wrestler, the Ultimate Warrior? Because that's a very different thing. Not really Basket Case. That's that franchise is still on the to-do list for some point.
I love Basket Case. I think it's a very fun, like sleazy movie. But yeah, we should definitely do it at some point.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Tim, excluding Halloween, what is your favorite Carpenter movie, and why is it Big Trouble?
Um,
And it isn't, right? Is this the thing?
no, it's no, no, it's not. Well, I don't know if it's a thing either, because I love In the Mouth of Madness. It actually might be that.
That's like 10 in my list, but sure.
I love it. I mean, the thing is definitely up there. Yeah. I mean, Carpenter has made a lot of really good movies. It's
He has?
yeah. It's hard to
Halloween,
say what would
The
be
Thing,
the best.
Prince of
Mhm.
Darkness, Assault on
Sure.
Precinct 13 are his top 4. I'd have to think about it after that, but those are my top 4.
Mm.
For sure.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I love yeah. I mean, I really really like In the Mouth of Madness. I like the meta nature of it, and it's like, yeah, very like Stephen Kingy, which obviously appeals to me. They Live, yeah, is obviously great. So that's like pretty high up there for me too. But yeah, I mean, they're all super fun. Like, and even as bad ones, like I kind of like in a weird way. Like earlier this year, I watched or rewatched, I guess you would say, Vampires, which is like not a good movie, but there is like some fun aspects and stuff to it.
I saw that in TV in like 2002, and I've not seen it since. So, I mean,
I wouldn't say it's like good, especially like by Carpenter standards, but and obviously like what's his face, James Woods sucks now, but like there's like still like fun stuff in it, and like yeah, even like stuff like I don't know, Escape from LA like is pretty stupid, but like again like there's kind of a fun charminess to it.
we no tier video tonight, Elsa, but we did talk about doing a Friday the 13th one at some point because we did
Oh, yeah.
Elm Street last time, if I'm right in saying.
I believe so, yeah.
So that's something. Yeah.
Yeah, I have read Revival, Tyler. I might need to read it again with the movie coming out, because I do remember bits and pieces of it, but it's not like one that I have burned in my memory. So I'll probably read it again at some point.
Hell comes to Frog Town. I hate this. I hate the suits in that movie. The frogs weird me out. I don't like it.
I love it. It's great. That is one I feel like could be a really cool movie to remake, because it's like a very cheesy premise and stuff, and like it does suck that if you remade it, yeah, obviously you wouldn't have Roddy Piper, but like I don't know, I think there's enough stuff to it that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, Logan's Run's one that always comes up when you're like, oh, what should get remade? Probably Logan's Run.
I've never seen the original, but that's sure.
Yeah. We'll probably watch the movie soon, actually. We're getting to that time. We're going to watch Slumber Party Massacre, which you can find on Shudder easily enough. Or you can rent it, or if you happen to have it, then you can do that too. I just hope they don't pop up in your fantasy, Pete. No boards. No danger, okay? No danger.
In your fantasy? What does that mean?
I think he's talking about the frogs from Frogtown.
Oh, okay. I was like, what was he talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I gotta... Yeah, I still haven't watched that many of the Joe Bob episodes, but I gotta go back and do that.
Yeah, I'm like Willow. I've got a frog fear, okay?
Oh, you do? I didn't know that.
Well, Willow, of course, from the hit television show Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But no, yeah, that was like a joke.
Oh.
It was like a two. It wasn't even a running joke per se. It was a joke that popped up twice in season 2 of Buffy. Willow has frog fear. She
Okay.
mentions it when she wakes up from like a nightmare, like early in the season, and then later on when she's pretending to be like a distraction in the hospital and killed by death, she just starts yelling out, "The frogs! The frogs! They're everywhere!" It was like a really funny little callback. Anyway.
Oh, okay. And there's a yeah. I just read Nightmares and Dreamscapes, and there's a short story in there called "Rainy Season" about it raining these big frogs with sharp teeth that eat people.
Yeah, Tim, why did you make us watch Fantasy Island?
Wait, why was why was that my choice?
Somehow it was your fault. I don't know.
I don't think I suggested it, but I mean, I'll take the blame for it if you need a scapegoat.
Solar Pirate Masters on Prime too? No? Okay. Even easier then. I can't find links to actual Reactor Crypt, but I think Butt Boy definitely belongs in the crypt. The lists for the crypt in that, I think they're on it. Like, see if you look at any like recent streams episode, I think those lists to the crypt, the link to the sort of the full list of the crypt is in the episode description. Same with Reactor for Ace. The submission links, of course, are different. They're on the recent voting posts on Patreon. I do have to make a new version of the public list so that I can edit them again. I'll do that in Google Sites, so because that'll just be easier than the Weebly sites that I made before. I don't know.
Dear Lord, what are you talking about?
Just trust me, all right, Tim. Just trust me. I actually had to like think of how to watch the movie because I can't have the audio going through the computer because then I'd have to mute Tim. So I have to do a whole thing. I'm going to have to just let the audio play through my TV and just hope that I can hear it well enough whilst I'm talking. And but it's not picking up on the mic, obviously.
Sure.
Anyway, yes, okay. I suppose I'll set up, right? People could get their movie set up. Obviously, pause your movie at 0. That's Slumber Party Massacre. The old movie's also on YouTube for free. Well, apparently the movie's available everywhere. What you want from me? Alright, let me set up. I had to bring my Fire Stick in so I could easily watch it on the TV.
Do.
Wait, was that not turned? I think my TV was actually still on. I'll just sit here. You can just enjoy the commentary. You can just enjoy the commentary.
I'm looking up.
Is my VPN still working as? Okay.
Oh God, now he's talking about his VPN.
Yeah, we'll talk about my VPN.
This movie's 77 minutes. Thank God. I love a short movie.
Yeah, yes. The next time we'll need to pick something that's 2.5 hours just to upset Tim.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, if you watch the first one, you definitely gotta watch the second one because it
weird...
gets so crazy.
Hey, Elsa, the killer wears denim. I don't know if that's exciting to you, but it's just a fact. All right, pause at 0. Everyone should have their movie pause at 0, including Tim. I am going to count down 3, 2, 1, and press play. Everyone should do the same.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you do that.
Oh, okay. All right,
So you
bathroom
can
first.
Vamp a little bit. Yeah.
Bathroom first. Okay,
I'll get some more water.
I'll improvise in the meantime. The weird close occasionally. Oh, now, well, Tim graces with a pratfall on his way out for comedy. He did not. That's a shame. Wait. What? Wait. What's happening? What is the waiting? It's alright. Tim's away to the bathroom. You've got a minute. You've got a minute or two to to set up, get comfortable, whatever it is you do. Do 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 do. Waiting on dog cam from Tim. Oh yeah, he's got a GoPro that he's taking with him that he's going to be streaming from. Yeah. Very good. I have some crisp nuts. I do have some roast nuts that go with my Pringles. So I've ate too much junk food today already, though. I really shouldn't. Depending how I feel after we're done with the stream, I might want to watch one of my streams movies for tomorrow, but I don't know how I'll feel. I might want to just sleep instead and do that on my own tomorrow. But I shall reveal that if I'm going to do it, Red Boy. I have cherry chip cake with chocolate frosting. What? You madman. That's Tim back.
Okay. Did I miss anything? Has it just been Pete staring at his screen?
Shut up. Every time I watch one of these movies, I feel like I'm losing a piece of my soul. Don't worry, Alice. This is a great little slasher movie. Don't worry. All right, everyone, it is time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, and press play. So have your movie paused at 0. So here we go. Right, everyone ready? 3, 2, 1, play. And right away, we're on this. Oh, title. Oh, okay. Slumber Party Massacre. And I just hope that you're not hearing the movie coming from me.
I heard a little bit, but
Pillow fight? Are you ahead, Red Boy, or are you just predicting things? Oh, everybody drink was a pillow fight. Okay, that's fine. Michelle Michaels. Oh, we got a newspaper boy. Just hoping. Hey, the second one's got the pillow fight to end all pillow fights. I guarantee you that. If we ever get around to doing the second one like this. Oh, I gotta get up the hill. Oh, I'm too weak. My little kid bones just can't do it.
little kid bones. I wonder what neighborhood this is.
Left of Crime Alley and just south of I don't know. Bill Gates' house.
How dare you? Russ Thorne. Okay. Michael Vanilla. That is a good point. It is funny how, yeah, the headline is perfectly visible.
That's just good direction. Wait, are we gonna get boobs already? Yep, okay. There be boobs.
I think I'm like a few seconds behind because I think my shutter took a second to play. So,
Would you like me to pause for like a second, Tim?
it's up to you. But okay, so
all right, I've unpaused.
I'm seeing these boobs you're talking about now. Okay.
Editor Sean Foley. No? What's the movie runtime? It's like 77 minutes.
77.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell is she doing?
What was I going to say? I
It's time to
thought.
put away childish things, I guess.
I was just going to say, at least she was on her own. The second movie, if I recall, has a lot of really goofy moments where there's like girls taking their tops off with each other for no reason. It's like, this is just a fantasy. This is just a at least she's on her own doing dressed up. I mean, she's standing right in front of the window, which seems like a poor choice, but.
See, this movie is already unbelievable because it has like someone getting rid of their like toys, which would never happen nowadays.
Of course, yes. They're all collector's items now.
Yeah.
Of course they are. Oh yeah, I forgot about the neighbor who's there to supervise everything. The true hero of the film. It's Venice. Oh, okay.
Oh, of course.
That doesn't look like Italy.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
Well, it was a joke, Tim. I was intentionally doing a joke. It was a bit.
There's a Venice in California as well.
I know. Oh my god. Oh. I wonder why they put all the toys in a like a traditional like grocery shopping bag, you know? Oh, the killer's got a doll. The killer took the doll.
It's like such like a weird like why is like all of a sudden today she's just like, yeah, I'm not a child anymore. He's gonna get rid of these things. Uh, I'm not sure what you're. If you see the black cat, that's Damien. If it's the gray one, that's Yog.
Yes, all repair people are attractive blondes in tight pants, right? This guy's got game. I really think he's in with a chance here. Why should you go with him though? But the other guy's shirts matching hers. Like they did make a better couple. That wasn't the killer. That was just the trash driver who's going to sell it on eBay. She didn't last long. Yeah, every time I watch this, I actually question: is it like a boyfriend who's pulling around? It's going to be like a sort of like a fake out where it's like, oh no, it's just her boyfriend, and they're going to have sex in the van or something. No, we're just having a kill this quick. She's just that's it. They spent like 30 seconds introducing her.
Those classic '80s soundproof vans. Oof.
I mean, high school like girl gymnasium scenes have lost all meaning after Invisible Maniac. None of them are as good. Because does this gymnasium have a grate in the corner that lets you look into the girls' shower room? I don't think so. I remember this scene from the screenshot game. Yeah, see?
Oh, Pete.
What?
He took a screenshot of this.
We play a screenshot game, and I didn't take the screenshot. I found it online. How dare you? I don't. I've forgotten all the screenshots I've ever used. Yeah, the killer's dedicated to his job. Fletcher. He broke in and waited for her. Let me know if you can hear the movie at all, guys, coming through my mic. I don't think you are, though. That's right. There
Bargomania.
there was. I forgot about that. What,
I
what,
gotta pay
what,
closer attention to this stuff. I could probably sue for.
where was the Valgylvania step? Okay, there's no shower grate to spy on it, but there is a shower scene. What do you think of the clothes in this scene, Elsa? Is the fashion up to par?
See, here's the
That's
the
right. I
steam
forgot
room
about
they were
that.
talking about. Oh,
The girls in my high school did not look like this. They might have picked and chosen their ladies. Look at this artsy slow tilt to the ass cheeks. This is how you know you're looking at a serious auteur film. Actually, do you know what the most bizarre thing about this movie is? Is the director's a woman. Like, you wouldn't think it watching this scene, would you? You wouldn't think a woman directed this.
yeah. Like, I don't think anyone like showered in high school when we did like gym. Like, I don't
I
know.
definitely
Just
did it in
the
my school.
like just the idea of like having to get naked like at like a time when like everyone is like vulnerable and self-conscious about their bodies and like getting naked with all these other people like it just seems like so cruel.
Yeah. I went to a co-ed boarding school. This is real. Sure.
What, like the men had to shower with the women?
Well, no, I think in a boarding school, it makes more sense that you have to shower in situations like this because it's a boarding school. Most
Wait,
normal
it does-
people, most normal people just go home and shower though.
Yeah.
I feel this is something that movies love to do for various reasons, but most schools don't actually do it.
Yeah. What they should do is like they should have like a movie that like takes place in like an office where like all the like office workers are just showering after like
Yeah.
a long hard day of crunching numbers or something. Space baby. Well, I mean that's different with sports. You're part of a team. Yeah. Do everything together.
Yeah, I think the mean girl kind of scared her off a little bit. Inner city Philadelphia, no showers of any kind here. In schools, you mean, not in general. I feel like Philadelphia is not as smelly as that would imply from that sentence. Oh, the denim killer in high school, yes. The denim killer's here. He's such a normal like dude, just dressed in denim. It cracks me up.
I do like in terms of fashion, I do like it like when women wear suspenders. I think that I don't know, that's a good look. I don't know. I feel like I should do that more.
All right, we discovered something about Tim tonight. I know what categories he's clicking on the porn sites. Is like, where's
I
the
mean,
suspender
I'm not
section?
saying like a fetish thing. I'm thinking fashion wise, I think it looks good.
All right. And Tarantino just likes the beauty of feet for his films.
Tyler, that does sound familiar too, that scene. I
It
don't know if I can
does.
think of what movie it was, but I think I know what you're talking about. In general, best to stay away from vans.
Yeah.
Is she gonna get like sucked into it too?
I like how this movie doesn't mess around with just getting to some kills early on. Like, this
Yeah.
girl doesn't even make it to the slumber party. She's just left behind here, and that's it. If there's a latex fetish, someone has to have a denim fetish. Oh, there's definitely a denim fetish.
Sure.
I have no doubt there is.
We're pro fetish on this podcast. You know, it's like what you like, as long as you're not you know, as long as you're not hurting anyone else, go for it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You mean prom night 2, Hello Mary Lou or whatever.
I've never seen Prom Night 2. I've seen Prom Night 1, and the remake of Prom Night, but I've not seen Prom Night 2. I'm sure we'll do it in the show at some point.
I was too busy going to prom to watch prom night.
Is that meant to be a, losers win about their best, but winners go home and F the prom queen? Was that meant to be one of those sort of lines?
Oh, sure.
Carter's been
I-
listening to it over and over again. You know what he's like. I love how they're not subtle about the drill being like a phallic sort of shape. Like, the whole it's this is his penis. He wants to stick them with his drill. They don't even hide his face. We're like 10 minutes into the movie, we can see his face in like clearly bright light. It's weird.
um, like I could be wrong, but I don't think like a drill is a very great weapon. Like I imagine it would be hard to. I don't know, like there like if someone's like flailing around and stuff, like I feel like I don't know, it'd be easier to kind of get it off balance and stuff. I don't know. It doesn't seem like the best kind of weapon to use.
Is it a problem with YouTube that I can listen to the movie once in a while, Peter? Wait, what? I'm confused. You're hearing the movie through me? You're hearing the movie coming through my mic? Is that what you're saying?
Mm.
If that's what's happening, tell me. I will solve it because I should not be letting that happen. Yes, your audio. Okay, is it just when it gets loud with the music? Is that all? It's the problem? I'll turn it down a bit. Right. It plays whenever I talk, but it doesn't break the threshold on its own. Mention it. Sorry, Dave. I've not seen every comment. You can hear the screams. The screams
like
aren't for the
maybe
movie. Yeah, it's so true. Okay, I've turned it down by about 30%, so hopefully that should be enough.
like I don't know if it's like maybe when you talk, that's when like your mic turns on or something. Or,
Yeah, I've got
and then
I've got a noise gate on, so it will be. Yeah. Hopefully that should get rid of most of it though, because I've turned it down quite a bit.
yeah. Peter's the kind of guy that talks during movies.
Oh yeah, we'll just sit here quietly, Tim, on the commentary live watch.
I mean, like even like in the theater and stuff.
Oh, shut up. Right, that scream was pretty loud. That one might come through, but
This would be a great like survival horror video game.
what, running from the guy in the denim with the drill? Yeah. If we don't hit the goal, maybe we'll just do the second one next month.
Sure.
Because I kind of want to watch it again because it's a guitar with a drill on it.
The second one is wild.
The second one's insane.
Talk about Leon S. Kennedy.
Who, me?
Mm.
Oh yeah, it's Tyler.
You know, I have a really strong aversion to houses that are on like a slant, like on a hill like that. I really hate it.
I have no issue. If anything, I think it's kind of cool.
Tyler, even better than Squall Leonhart.
What? He's very regular. Why are you writing Pete Vision to the
This
cup?
is who we're seeing from the killer's POV. Yeah, parking is a pain, and like I don't know, I just always have this like weird fear that like everything's just gonna start sliding down. It's so weird. Like whenever like I mean I haven't gone to San Francisco a lot, but well, everything is so hilly there. I don't like it.
Makes you want to get
Damn, this guy is cool. This guy kind of looked like a cooler version of Connor.
the ginger color haired boyfriend. I don't know.
Oh, I'll definitely be watching Bly Manor. Which I mean, you would think that would be like something we would do on you know, a TV edition of Screams After Midnight, but I'm sure people probably watch it with Connor.
No, Car didn't do the first season. I did the first season on my own.
Of course. Why would you why would we do the horror show together?
I'm sure I probably offered and you said you didn't have time, if I recall.
Yeah. That's what you always say.
I was putting those out one a day and they were doing insane numbers. Hopefully the second season does remotely as close.
Is it still scheduled to come out, or is there some
He said, what's his face? Flanagan said on Twitter a couple of months ago that he did not expect that anything going on would delay it. So I think it was filmed well in advance, but held back because they wanted to release it in October. So I think it wasn't affected.
Cool. Geez, that was that was like such like a crappy fake out. Like, what is this lady doing that like just drilling a huge hole in her door? Tracksuits are cool. Actually, you know, I should get a tracksuit. That actually would be pretty dope.
I think I disagree. Just about everything you just said there in the last 30 seconds. The cookbook. There's a book called The Cookbook.
Yes, Peter, there are books about cooking.
There is indeed. Yeah, Car's a slacker. I agree, Board. To be fair though, Haunting the Hill House he didn't do because he was away. He was on holiday at the time. It wasn't like a I don't want to do that thing.
You know what? Crap. Yeah, I feel like I do need to get a tracksuit. Yeah, all right, that's got to happen. The only question is, what will it look like? I can get a nice horror one with Maya Brahms coming up the leg or something.
Oh my god,
that'd be cool.
Bright fluorescent green. That's what you want.
Maybe. I could maybe get red. Try to go for a cyborg kind of look.
Oh, from Doom Patrol. Okay.
Yes, Peter from Doom Patrol, of course.
Shut up.
Custom Screams tracksuits. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think a lot of us get our fashion sense from Russian monsters.
Yes.
There's one thing they do. Is that? Jeez, how many fake outs is this movie gonna have?
Hey, it's better than them waking up and it all being a dream.
That's true.
Over and over again. What's this woman? She's making a wrap with just cheese and sauce.
You know, I bought a slice of cake at the market today, and I kind of want to eat it right now, but be good.
I don't think anyone's going to complain if I mean you can't pause the movie, but if you run away and get a slice of cake,
it's all right. We'll see how I feel a little bit, but it was a nice big moist slice of a red velvet cake that was just calling to me when I was at the theater.
That's a very
not
point.
The theater, at the grocery store.
Maybe that's the one thing about this that's feminist, Elsa, from the director, is that all the women are very good with tools and handy and like.
Yeah, there you go.
It's still shot like a sleazy movie where it's constantly looking, hey, look at the boobs, look at the ass. So it's still all that, but they're also good with power tools. Borna is always so far behind. And I mean, clearly his stream's just taking longer to get to him, so he's in sync for his viewing, so it's fine for him. But it's just weird. Sometimes he'll say stuff, and I'm like, "Wait, what? Oh, that was like 2 minutes ago. I don't remember that."
Oh, muffin.
That could be the shit out of.
There are other different kinds of cheeses other than yellow.
Tim's asking the hard hitting questions. This neighbour's really wanting to help her. He's really wanting to look out for his young neighbour. No creepy vibes here.
Did you ever, Pete? I forget. Have you played Night Trap?
Joe, I've not, but I've watched a stream of someone complete it, so I've seen
Alright.
it. You know, which is essentially like playing it. All you're doing is switching between cameras. It's not.
Yeah. Buffering like Buffy. I do. My favorite cheese to usually use for sandwiches is I like aged white cheddar. I think that's a good cheese.
There's no yellow cheese in Mexico. That is weird. Most cheese is yellow. Most, not all, but most.
It's in it like orange. I don't
Well,
know.
yellowy orange. You know what I mean? It's in that sort of
Yeah.
range.
But you know, what can I say? I'm a cheese boy. I love all cheeses. You know, cheddar's good. Feta, goat, all great cheeses.
I've given up cheese. I gave up cheese a year ago. It's been a year since I've had cheese now.
My God.
Oh, man.
That's a bear.
This little sister, I'm sure, is the main character of the second one. Different actress, though. I think. I could be wrong. Farewell.
Whoa.
What? What are you? A year without peace is not a year worth living. I mean,
I agree. Change a year to a week.
I gave up milk in October, so it's not going to be too long till it's been a year since I gave up that too.
Wow. Hmm. I mean, how is what they're doing different than what we're doing right now? Pretty much the same.
I like how they feed the cat on the table. So the cat's not, is better than the floor. The cat's more equal. Would you describe this little sister's hair as a lady mullet?
Yeah, I can see that.
This is a very fancy little pathway in our back garden here.
So what happened to the other? other people. Is that a different house than the
It's a
other
different
slumber
house.
party people?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
her older sister did not. That's right, the Stallone Playgirl. uh, yeah, because the older sister is the one who was invited but didn't go
Okay, gotcha.
to the thing.
That's Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, Stallone was in Playgirl. You know, he was a hunk back in the day.
Some would say he still is.
If you're into geriatrics, yeah, he'll accept you into his wrinkles.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. Yeah, it's no fruit on pizza. I can get down with that.
I say whatever you want to put on it is fine. There's a new pizza place we've been ordering
Wait.
from, and we've been putting corn on pizza, which is
Wait,
very
why
good.
they did it? Okay, maybe. Okay, I'll just. So what are they changing into here exactly? Why was the context here for them changing their clothes?
Have you ever been to a sleepover? You sleep in the same clothes you've been wearing all day?
I don't get naked in front of the friends.
Pete, so uptight. You probably close the door when you go to the bathroom too, huh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Jeez Louise.
Well, no, well, for number two, not for number one. my back's to the door anyway, and number one, I don't care. We kind of mentioned it, but not really. We sort of acknowledged that it happened, but because it ended the way it did, we just didn't bother talking about it.
What was the question? I missed it.
He was asking if we talked about the Tom King Jay Lee stuff on the Comics podcast.
Okay. I gotcha.
I'm just questioning the luck that these two guys have, that all three of them are taking their tops off in the same scene. I don't know. It's all a little bit convoluted.
So I live somewhere now where, like, when you look out the window you can see like your neighbor's house. So like I am very, cautious, like, to close the blinds if I'm ever like walking around in like underwear or something. Like, I do think you have to at least take that precaution if you're going to be changing in front of people.
Yes, and in this case, there's literally two guys at the window, like a few feet away from them.
Say scuzz up the what?
That's true, Tyler. The cats will try to break in. Ooh, snail.
Yeah, Damien has like a bad habit now where, like, if she sees me going to the bathroom, she'll like rush in there first so that she can bother me.
What a fake out. What a fake out with the neighbor. Went it.
Whoa, that's not cool. A jerk. This is a harmless snail.
Oh, well, there's the neighbor gone.
Damn, this neighbor's cool.
Drilled through the neck.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch that, Tyler. Shudder puts out a lot of really good documentaries. I really like their Black Noir one. I watched all of Cursed Films, Scream Queen. So yeah, I'll definitely be watching In Search of the Darkness. Um, I had a friend who seen it already because I think he backed the original Kickstarter. You said it was good. I'm always down for a good horror doc. Well, I think it's kind of a weird uh title for it because like yeah, I mean all of them. It's not really like like there's a supernatural curse going on. It's just a lot of really sad, unfortunate circumstances in all of them. But yeah, I think they are interesting though to watch.
You're torn between the White Stripes girl and the USA shirt girl. I'm not feeling USA shirt girl. Not feeling her so much. Uh, Sadly, the sort of the bully one is probably the cutest. But I mean, I was not prepared for this question, quite honestly.
Yeah, bored now. Yeah, I definitely would recommend them. I think they're all pretty good.
It must be those boys. Like here. The stripes ones are the bully. Yeah. Board Crystal Lake Memories is really great. Yeah, Crystal Lake Memories is very good. It's more than 4 because Nightmare on Elm Street's one was 4, but Freddy's got more movies, so I think Freddy's is more like 6 hours.
Yeah, they're I mean last time I checked, I think they're both on Shutter, but they're both really well worth checking out. They also have 2 for Hellraiser, Leviathan Part 1 and 2. I think one does the first movie, the other does the second movie.
Yeah,
Those are both good too.
I haven't got around to watching that, but I've seen the Friday and Nightmare ones.
Yeah.
I love that most of the characters. I mean, obviously not now they're in their slumber gear, but like a lot of the characters also wear jeans, so there's so much denim in this movie.
I did see that they are putting out an Evil Dead doc, but I think it's about like Evil Dead fans,
Mm.
which yeah, I would love to see them do like a really big long Crystal Lake Memories style Evil Dead doc. I don't really understand the fan documentaries. Like they're not bad, but it's just like a lot of people talking about how much they like the movie, like I don't really get the point of that.
So, you know, stupid Miles and stuff. I feel like the little sister is actually the age that the other characters are supposed to be. So watching her like eat this big giant like lollipop that's meant for kids is like really kind of surreal. Like she's pretending she's pretending to be like 10, but she's clearly like 16, 17.
Yeah.
She's the age that all the other characters are supposed to be. It's I don't know, it's funny.
Yeah, I seen the Kane Hodder one and the Tom Savini one. They're okay. I think like I like both Kane Hodder and Tom Savini. Like I don't know if they're it's like that interesting enough to support entire like documentaries. Like it kind of seems like especially nowadays with like physical media not being as big a thing, so like people don't watch special features as much. Like I feel like we get a lot of these like documentaries that just seem like, oh, normally this would have been like a DVD special feature or something. So I do feel like some of those I kind of question why they're there, but I mean they're usually like enjoyable enough to
It's
watch. But
it's kind of sad that that new big limited edition Friday the 13th box set doesn't come with Crystal Lake Memories. It's like the one big thing that's missing from it. It just feels weird.
yeah, are you getting a copy, or are you gonna keep your old one?
Nah, there's not really anything in it that makes me want to rebuy it. Like, I mean, obviously there's a couple of extra things, but nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it, but I couldn't resist. I was like, I just
Now, if they do a 4K box set, I might be swayed, but
yeah. I mean, my Blu-ray collection is actually coming along pretty nicely. I have more than I Like I feel like I kind
Okay.
of stopped collecting for a while, and then I got back into it the last couple of years. But now I'm getting nervous that like it's all just gonna become, useless, and I'm just gonna start having to get like 4K stuff again. But whatever.
I mean, the jump to 4K is not quite the same as it was from SD to HD because not like HD still looks really good from a
Yeah,
Blu-ray.
that's
So like, it's more about kind of like favorites. Like I don't need to rebuy. I don't know an example that like I don't need to get uh every like sort of
Halloween.
like no Halloween's one that I'd get in 4K, but like I don't know if I need to get like every random slasher movie that I've got on Blu-ray. Like Blu-ray is
Okay.
fine for it. Like they're good
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, makes sense.
I would pay top bucks to see the Scream slumber party. So you want to see all us having a slumber party?
I mean, you're kind of seeing it now. I mean, it's basically what we're doing. I
Yeah,
mean, I guess you just want us to have a pillow fight.
yeah.
Is
I'm
the
not
one
so
big
sure how
missing.
different it would be to this. We'd be sitting around watching movies, maybe play video games.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think you do kind of lose a quality to some stuff once it starts looking too good. I agree with that. I do like the kind of the sleazy look.
If it's a good transfer, it'll keep the grain intact. I don't have to. It doesn't have to be too grimy.
Yeah. Denim.
I mean, I wear jeans all the time, so I'm not really disputing the jeans wearing. It's just it's such a running
Bragging.
thing in this movie.
Mr. Jeans.
Timmy.
You seem to have an affinity for puffy shirts, if I remember correctly.
What? So what the hell are you talking about?
BHS, is that a documentary or a movie? I don't think I've heard of that. Denim Party Massacre, that's good. I'd watch that.
That's a spin-off. Denim Party Massacre. Make a whole trilogy out of it.
The killer would be like Dennis M or something.
Yeah. There's a lot of movies that end with the word massacre, but I feel like there's still a lot to, be milked in that genre.
Sure.
Like Baby Shower Massacre.
Okay, that sounds interesting. How about all right, well, I'm a big Tim and Eric fan, so I probably would like it if it has that feel to it.
Yeah, it's the kitty. Oh, here's the ginger, the Connor surrogate. Oh, you good Firefly?
Cat.
Smirk on his face.
Cool, Connor. I like it.
Oh, you up, Firefly? You coming up? Jake will ever be beautiful. Nope. End of discussion. Coming up. Silly cat. They do order pizza. I recall the pizza being a thing. Whoa, it's a dark scene. The Brooke Shields look classic.
Ugh, what a weird thing to say. Just make me look like you. See, if it was modern, they would be asking for the Agents of Shield look.
Sure. Just straight up close up of the tit. Also, is it just me or all these high school girls who are supposed to be like 17? A lot of them seem to have boob jobs. Am I the only one noticing this? That's a close up. All right, Red Boy, calm down. The Nancy character in Nightmare was like 15 in it. Really? I never felt like she was 15, but I mean,
I guess I wouldn't be surprised, but yeah. Well, I mean, like, yeah, watching it, that is surprising, but that's crazy.
okay, Cool Connor, as you're calling him, is a creepy bastard. That smile he had at the end of that scene was disturbing.
So, so maybe we should just call him regular Connor. Pete does.
Well, wait, you mean Alison Brie?
I feel like Leah Thompson would have been good in this movie because they could see her hanging out with these gals.
Sure. Okay, I love going for the kiss and finding a head coming off. She just got drilled. Did he drill that guy's head off? Don't question it.
I guess Matt would have been the paper boy.
He's a master with the drill.
Master driller.
Mr. Driller. Yeah, it does make you wonder why they bothered introducing the fact that she has judo moves. When she goes down immediately upon threat. He's got a master's in drilling.
Here we go. This is what we came here for.
The pizza scene.
$6 for pizza? My God.
Hey,
What a
Mashari.
time to be alive.
We are doing a group watch of Slumber Party Man. Hey, Tim, do you remember that movie we watched a few weeks ago and they just ate the pizza casually even though some of their friends had already been killed? Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't do that movie. That was Killer Kate. That was on stream. Never mind. Ignore me, Tim.
Wasn't there another movie where they do that though? Like it might even be the second one of this, right?
It may be, yeah. But at least the second one of this was more of a comedy. At least Killer Kate didn't even like like it just all of a sudden it was doing this pizza thing, and it was like the movie's been dead serious up until this point. Why is it doing this?
Everyone grieves in a different way.
Look at the killer staring after he's cut the phone line. They eat the pizza in this. I mean, yeah, but like, okay, I suppose. But this movie's still kind of lighthearted and goofy, though. I hated Killer Kate for the most part. I mean, no, but there were some entertaining parts to it, but the ending had a lot of cackling stuff. The last 30-40 minutes were pretty funny, but the first half was a slog to get through. Well,
Is it supposed to be a serious movie?
well, for the first half, it was definitely supposed to be serious.
Yeah. Yeah, like I feel like the killer has a denim, but I feel like he needs a mask or something. Like like Rude Boy's right, he does just kind of look like some, schmuck or something.
How
But
about just
he definitely gets more of a look in the second one.
even just like a simple face mask that you might wear when you're drilling something, like doing a lot of heavy drilling.
Oh, sure, like one of those kind of like a welder mask kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah. I maintain that Killer Kate is bad on purpose and is brilliant. I mean, you can maintain that all you want.
Maybe I have to check this out. Is this a recent movie?
Yeah, it was on 2018. So it's on was it on Prime? I think it was on Prime. We watched it.
Maybe I'll watch it. I thought the boys were gonna kiss for a second.
They were talking about splitting up, which is going to lead to good things. Good things always happen when characters split up in horror movies.
Yeah. What the hell is this like old timey bell that they have in their house? Like a dinner bell?
Next year, David. That's my guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised.
I didn't hate We Summon the Darkness. There was some stuff to like about it, but
It wasn't amazing, but
Yeah.
that was good enough.
I wonder what cheap public domain movie she's watching.
I like that goose lamp or whatever that is.
It almost looks like something they might have just filmed themselves.
Sure.
It's like they wanted to have her watching Halloween, but they couldn't afford it, so they've got some goofy little thing.
Just go to another house, you idiot. There's plenty of houses.
Oh, here comes the killer. I love how he's not even that subtle. He's just running up to him. And somehow they're out of sight. Oh, he can bite too. See, he can use a knife. I mean, it may not be his weapon of choice, but when push comes to shove, he can kill with a knife. Let it be known. Technically, Fletcher the Knife did win. Oh, he's proud of quite a collection in that car.
Jeez Louise.
Do you think when he was when he was like buying his car? I mean, if that's even his car, he may have just be using one that's there. But he's kicking down the car a lot, and the guy's like, "Hey, so how many bodies do you think I can fit in that trunk?" It's like, you get at least 5 in there. It's like, sold.
Yeah.
I'll buy it at a high price. See, the characters are reacting to her going for the pizza. See, there's characters reacting to this. In Killer Kate, they just both start eating pizza and no one even thinks it's weird. I'm not in a movie theater bored now. Life goes on after all. We're actually pretty near the end. The movie's pretty lean. Yeah, we got about 20 minutes left. I concur, it's not a realistic reaction.
Ugh, just kill this guy already. Sick of looking at him.
He's been crawling up to the door for quite a while at this point.
It would be funny to like have a character in a slasher movie that like the killer keeps thinking he killed and like has to keep coming back and like kill them more.
Hey, Psycho Reviewer, did I see the Terrifier 2 trailer? I did not. I didn't realize it was a trailer for Terrifier 2 yet.
Yeah, I think it just came out today. I didn't get a chance to watch it either yet, though.
I loved the first one, to be honest. I kind of loved that first movie.
I wonder if that one is still on track to. Is it supposed to come out this year or?
That's probably going VOD anyway, and it's probably one that'll
Yeah.
play in the drive-ins. So I think that'll come out. That's at the right level to come out this year.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't think Elsa had seen any horror movies outside of The Evil Dead before we started watching them on stream. The art's great in Terrifier, and I loved it how it was just really nasty. It was a really nasty little slasher movie. It was a nice breath of simplicity, you know. So many new movies are all, there's a haunting in the house, or your baby's got the spirit of a dead goat in him, or something. I don't know, like some shit.
It's always cool to see like a new, like, possibly like franchise slasher coming about instead of like, the 20 remakes we get a year.
Yeah, and I didn't like the movie it came from because we went back and watched the anthology that it came from.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that much, but Terrifier was really fun. You just slit someone's throat with a drill. It's a unique way of using it. Oh. Tim's Skype froze there for a second, but he's back, don't worry.
Yeah. I was waiting to see if it was a little freeze or a big freeze.
Just a little freeze, you're back. I consider this in Conjuring franchises, but I'm over the supernatural stuff. Yeah, no, I agree. Because of Conjuring success, there's like every low budget horror movie almost recently has been a supernatural thing for the last like 10 years. And
yeah, I'm more of a supernatural guy than you, but yeah, there's a lot of bad ones. Like,
yeah,
when it's good, it's great. But yeah, I think like you said, there's so many that are popular and just trying to do their own Conjuring stuff, and it's just there's a lot of bad there.
Yep.
Yeah, my Skype needed a second to to take a breath.
Yeah, couldn't handle the pizza controversy.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna be. I'm kind of curious of like. I don't know. I wonder if October we'll see a lot of like VOD stuff coming out because we're already seeing like a lot of stuff. I feel like, and like I don't think we'll get like the big movies, but I wonder if there'll be, I don't know, a lot of cool smaller ones that'll come out.
I think it's interesting that like these VOD movies are getting a lot more spotlight right now because there is no theater movies. Like the Netflix movies that are coming out every week are getting a lot more kind of attention just because that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I feel like I don't know, like would people really have been talking about the old guard that much if like like summer blockbuster movies were happening?
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually recording 2 Shudder movie reviews tomorrow, Tyler. I will not reveal which ones. And you're right, Rob. A lot of genres get run to the ground, but like they seem to go on breaks where slasher movies kind of went away for the most part for a long time. So it's kind of exciting when we get a new one now. So we just need Supernatural to go on a break, and maybe we can do something else for a while. Like, oh, look at how subtle the driller killer's coming in behind. I always remembered this actually. I loved it to spend so much time barricading the door, and then the killer just comes in so easily through the window behind him. It's so good.
And Tyler, I was thinking about making a supernatural joke too.
The old guard was okay, but it was nothing special. It was kind of a mediocre. It had a couple of good moments, a couple of good cast members, but for the most part, it was kind of dull. Would be how I'd sum that up.
I'm sure. Wait, what a rude boy. What do you mean by cyber slashers?
Now they have to take all the barricading away to get out. I love it. Horror movie stupidity 101. Oh, that's Rude Boy's love of his life gone. There's no accounting for taste board now. I've not seen Extraction yet. Extraction might be a stream watch at some point, just so I can catch up.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah, for anyone who's joining the stream tonight and doesn't see the regular streams are not on this channel. They're on a channel called Mailfuzz Live, where I will often stream either playing video games or doing movie watches, kind of like this, but on my own. Although I tend to pay more attention to the movie in those cases because I'm watching movies that I've not seen before. Whereas this, we've seen this before, so we're just kind of riffing and making fun of things. What a sting in the underwear. Used to be a supernatural horror movie set only in a library, so you don't have to leave to research. I kind of love that. That's actually genius.
That would be great.
Yes, if there's one trope I'm sick of, especially in the supernatural movies, is the research scene halfway through.
Yeah.
Whether it's at a library or just someone browsing the internet, where we get the montage of all the websites that tell them everything they need to know. Used to be a horror movie set at Google. Ooh.
Or like I think you might have mentioned this before. Maybe it's someone else I was talking to, but like there's also just like the trope of like the one person that they know that like randomly has the specific knowledge they're looking for. Like, oh yeah, I just, coincidentally happen to have a friend who's like, knows everything about vampire lore. Like, let's go talk to him.
Psycho, that's a very good point. The hit television show Buffy the Vampire Slayer's central location for the first 3 seasons was a library. All the research was happening constantly. So streamlined. And Countdown, the research scene was funny. That's true. That's true.
I'm not like a big action guy. I don't like I especially don't like anything with like spies. Like I don't like James Bond or the Mission Impossible movies. Don't really do anything for me.
I like the new Mission Impossible movies. John Wick is good, but I do find that a little overrated.
I like John Wick, but it's like it's not my type of film. But I can see why like people would like it. This is kind of bullshit. Like they would have to remove so much stuff to like
get her in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there would just be like shells and stuff everywhere.
The killer spent a lot of time emptying the fridge covertly, so that no one would see that there's shelves. So you had to take them all outside, so that no one would see all the carnage.
See, like that seems like something that would have been like a funny gag in what's that movie? The Rise of Behind the Mask or whatever. Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Leslie Vernon. Oh, sorry. Behind the Mask, the Rise of Leslie Vernon. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah. It's like that would be like a funny joke having to like empty out the fridge. Which we should probably do that movie at some point. I feel like it's big enough that maybe we'll do it during October. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember it being pretty good.
Yeah, I actually rented that back when I actually get sent discs from a Love Film. That's a long time ago
this
now.
Guy? Have we seen him before?
This is the pizza guy, isn't it?
Is that the pizza guy? I guess. It looks like a pizza delivery guy shouldn't have to wear that hat though. I feel like that's like someone that'd be working at like a burger joint.
He had the hat there earlier though. It's his eyes that are gouged out.
Yeah.
I can't answer you, Elsa, because I've not been paying that much attention to answer the minutia. Killer's just going to sleep. Nah, he's lying in wait. He's lying in wait.
What the hell's going on?
He's going for a nap. He's like, yeah, you know what? This is taking so much out of me. Oh, it's all the stress.
I think I don't know. I think corner is like a like I mean not ideal, but like you probably don't want to be out in the open. Like at least a corner you can kind of see where someone's coming from.
You can't be
I mean,
snuck on. You can't be snuck on from behind in a corner.
yeah.
I think that's the gist of it, in theory. That is true. The best slasher movies do. Um, that
Best
said,
slasher
though,
movies have radioactive characters.
that said, though, I mean, Halloween's characters aren't that proactive, in terms of like the main characters, until maybe like the very, very end. Well,
Well,
that's
I
the
mean, it's an easy formula, but I like the nightmare model where you push someone until they can't be pushed any further, and then
yeah.
they get the chance to fight back and be badass. Like,
I'm not so sure what the killer achieved by hiding under the blanket because he just kind of got up and started like stalking her with the drill anyway.
yeah, ooh, fire poker versus drill. This is what we've been waiting for. Oh wait, that was a second drill. Like,
She did. Hell, I've analysed Halloween to death, Tyler. You don't have to convince me of its strengths.
oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to rewatch the movie. They called the coach earlier. The coach was called. There was a reason for
Oh, let's hope that extension cord holds.
it. Wait, you rooting for the killer?
I will say I do think like the killer does have good like crazy eyes.
That was an interesting slow motion shot. Her running the knife. Whoa, this music's kind of funky.
How does she know that's not his house? She just barged into this house and this guy was there.
This slow motion's amazing.
Yeah.
John Bernthal could play the killer in a remake.
Yeah, do a good job.
Oh, we got a machete. There's a machete in the movie. I repeat, there is a machete alert. Oh, he spoke. The killer speaks.
She is spending so much time down here. Like, just there, you literally can like grab anything.
We don't have anyone as smart as Seth in this movie, Elsa. I think that's just the truth.
Oh,
I think the metaphor of the drill being his penis is really at the surface here. Oh, she's chasing him off. Why don't I get the feeling that they're going to do a big budget remake with these actors involved?
you know who I could actually see is Fred
Well,
Armisen.
she just chopped off the drill head.
Ooh, water, his only weakness.
Oh, oh, yes.
Hell yeah.
He's very upset that he's lost his hand.
You know what I like about that? I like that she had to give it like a few hacks. Like,
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
It's not as I mean, this movie's been anything but realistic the entire time, but that
Yeah.
was a bit more realistic than I would expect from it.
Yeah, drill hand could be cool.
Mm. Yeah, I think we'll do the second one next month because I feel like the people here who have not seen it are not prepared for how goofy the second one is.
Oh my god, like this is like I do think this is fun,
Yeah.
especially watching it again now. And yeah, it is so. The second one is like such a crazy departure. Like, yeah, if you don't know anything about the second one, like you will be shocked.
Yes. He leapt out of the machete. Oh, Wesker, you want my attention? Thanks for the slumber party, Meg. I had a great time. Maybe next time we could try it without the murderer.
Without the massacre.
Oh, and credits roll. Okay, very very quick wrap up there. All right, there you go. Slumber Party Massacre.
Yeah, you know what? I think there's actually. I mean, maybe it's because you get a little bit more out of like watching it with people, but I feel like I like this a little bit more than when we first did it for the show. Because like I don't think I hated it when we did it, but I don't think I was like super into it. But I thought that was pretty fun.
I feel like yeah, I feel like it is one because I mean I think I stuck up for it at the time. I think I was more positive than you were, but that was the second time I'd seen it. This is now the third time I've seen it. Does that mean the money in the bar goes to the RE goal? No, this was a separate goal cut out. That's why the bar's different. So if we don't get the boy, and you've got very little time to do it in now, then we'll do Slumber Party Massacre 2 next time because that'll be a fun one.
What's the RE goal?
It's a big goal that's like really high, but not with the intention of hitting the end of it, but more that every 100 I'll do another like Resident Evil movie watch on stream. So I may actually be following in your footsteps by watching stuff. Wasn't quite good as pieces for the original streams after midnight, but still really fun. Yeah, well they can't all be.
Fun.
I mean, pieces is such an insane, like one of a kind movie.
I mean, I think like I mean, maybe we'll have to figure it out, but I think we have to do Veronica at some point. That's got to be a fun watch with with everyone.
Oh dear, that's a bold idea. But yeah, there you go. It's the movie. So
yeah, that's the Glenn Danzig movie.
So yeah, we're basically at the end of the stream here, more or less. I mean, the movie was a little bit short, admittedly, so wrapping up a little bit quicker than we otherwise would. But there's a guaranteed streams after midnight next month. Like I said, if you're not used to the regular streams that I do on my own, they're over at MailFuzz Live. So yeah, you can answer that question if you wish.
Favorite horror anthology TV series. So would
Sesame
that have
Street.
to be would that have to be one where like every episode is a different story or like every season is different?
It could be either. They're both anthologies.
Let's see. I'd have to think about this then. I mean, we did all of Tales from the Crypt, which I mean definitely has some really good episodes, but man, there's a lot of stinkers in that too. But I mean, I do still have love for the show. And Tyler does bring up a good point. Channel Zero, I thought seasons 1, 2, and 4 were amazing. I really hated season 3, but those were good. I've seen a couple episodes of Tales from the Dark Side, but not enough to really properly judge it. There's a couple of shows that I tried to watch, and like Tales from the Dark Side, the Friday the 13th series, and if you try watching them now, it's like there's not like a good like HD quality of them, and because like I tried watching like the DVD for Friday the 13th series, and then at one point Tales from the Dark Side was streaming on Shutter, but when I watched it, like I could barely tell what was going on because they like are so like dark, which I'm guessing because they just don't have like good transfers or whatever, and it sucks because like I'd really like to see more of that stuff. I don't know. There's like Twilight Zone obviously is like a big one, but like I don't know. I guess I would usually think that's more in the sci-fi realm,
Yeah, I wouldn't count Twilight Zone as horror. I mean, there's obviously some episodes that veer into horror, but I wouldn't count the show as a whole as horror. But anyway, we are.
But yeah, I mean, if I had to pick a favorite,
one of three. David, what are you doing?
And then there's also the new Creepshow from last year, which I didn't love, but I do think that was another one where like half of it was really good, but then half was really bad. But I mean, I would have to think more on it, but I do.
David, what the hell are you doing? I mean, thank you, but what the hell are you doing?
Words are not my area of expertise. That's why I
Oh,
podcast.
I think Mila's about to go down. Jesus, David.
This was garbage.
All right, well, are we doing The Boy next month? Oh God, what? David, I almost made it out. Oh, look at Fletcher. Fletcher's trying to snipe. He wants that boss. He wants the boss bar. It depends which one goes through first. Thank you both, by the way. But I'm just waiting. I want to see who gets the boss. Someone's getting it. Someone, run. Fletcher got the boss.
Leprechaun, of course. That's the most iconic.
Fletcher's 5 actually went through before the 50, so Fletcher's the boss. All right, well.
Words are not my area of expertise. That's why I podcast.
The gifts are coming through. We're seeing the gifts. Okay. All right. Okay. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, I guess we're doing The Boy next month then.
They made the goal.
Yes, they made the goal. I mean, the bar didn't update automatically, but I mean, Tom, what was that?
Gotcha.
That was what 50. Done. What 29, 34, 84. Yeah, I mean it's safely over 100. Yeah, 100. It's done.
Oh, thanks, guys. I mean, hey, I'm not
Jesus.
going to complain.
All right, well, I guess we're doing The Boy next time, and then we'll save Slumber Party Massacre 2 for a rainy day. Jesus.
Yeah, Pete thought he could get out of it.
I've got 2 movies to watch tomorrow before me and Tim record, so I thought I'll do a nice I'll have a nice sleep, and then I can watch the movies nice and refreshed. And I thought I'll wrap this up, and I'll get to avoid having to watch The Boy next month.
I mean, I was just trying to answer the question. I didn't realize I was buying time, but hey, it works.
Why didn't David's Nation hit Fletcher's bar? That's a very good question. I don't actually know. It's almost like it counted like the name in the wrong order of the donation amount, as bizarre as that sounds.
Pete's gonna try to contest it now and be like, "Oh no, see, I mean,
no,
bar didn't go,
no,
it doesn't count."
No. We're talking about the health bar for the boss. The donation, the goal's been met, right? The goal's fine. But that's a good question. Technically speaking, Fletcher should be dead and David should be boss.
I don't know how any of this works. So
basically, whenever those tips that close together, it always gets a little bit screwy. With the ordering and how it counts it. So you're playing with fire when you tip that close together. You know you are. So But yes, okay.
Mm.
Well, that's that. You son of a bitches. I think it works better on Streamlabs. Yeah. I think it's because when it goes through the super chats, it does like a the way the timing is even weirder. Yeah, but hey, regardless, thank you all for tipping.
So what I had an idea that I was gonna bring up to you. I don't know how it works. Like if you can play videos like from your computer,
Uh-huh.
like for everyone. But I was trying to think of like next time if we have like a certain goal or something, we
Yeah.
could show the horror movie I filmed on my bachelor party. If people would be interested in watching that.
Yeah, I can do. Yeah, we can do that. I can play videos for people to see.
I'll have to send you the
file,
the videos. Yeah.
As long as there's nothing to copyright in it.
No,
there's music or anything like that in the background.
No.
Okay.
No, it's just like it's only 7 or 8 minutes long, so
That's
it's not.
right. Sure. Yeah, it's not okay. Well, I guess we know what the
But there
goal is
was a
next time then. Was David trying to be 3 cents short of the goal? Possibly. Okay. I don't know if that's quite worth another $100, but we'll find out. We'll find out next month, I suppose. Okay. All right, guys.
We don't have like a day picked, but
No.
I mean, if it works for everyone, probably around a similar time, I guess.
Yeah, it'll probably be a similar Saturday around the same time next month. What's the title of your bachelor party movie?
So, we basically got like an Airbnb for the weekend, and then it was just me and my friends were hanging out, and then like we were really drunk, and then I came up with the idea of like, hey, let's make a horror movie that I filmed entirely with my cell phone, and since we're staying at an Airbnb, I called it Air, Death, and Death.
Well,
and then,
that's what you can unlock next time, should you wish.
And then after we made the movie and watched it, we all agreed that we had to do a sequel, so that we also made Air, Death, and Death 2, Death Comes Home.
That's true.
The sequel as well.
Killer K Airbnb was a vital element of that plot.
Well, it's a little less vital in my movie.
Let's just say that the villain's motivations were very much to do with Airbnb and their practices.
Okay, interesting.
I still can't get over the motivations of the bad guy in that movie. I was floored. I was floored. Everyone knows I was floored. Everyone who's here for that stream knows I was floored by it. All right. I am trying to actually wrap up. You should promote the stream goal and your Screams After Midnight episodes so we can get more viewers for Tim's masterpiece. Yeah, well, we record them in advance, so there's a good chance that almost every episode that's coming out before the next stream has already been recorded. But actually, no, the two we're doing tomorrow will go out quite quickly. So actually, yeah, okay, we can promote it a little bit. Yeah, we can promote it. Tim, remind me tomorrow to promote
okay.
the next stream goal. Okay. For the regular streams, it'll be back to the Resident Evil thingamajig. Back where it was $100.25. I noted down the amount so that I could pick up where it was left off. Okay, that has been Streams After Midnight for July 2020. August is a guaranteed, pretty much, and it looks, unless we lose a number of patrons, it's looking like it might stick around after that too. So this could be a regular monthly feature. So. It's after I sleep, so it's tomorrow board now. Don't be pedantic, all right? If I've not slept yet, it's still Saturday. So that is Streams After Midnight. So thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for supporting the show. Obviously, look out for new episodes every week. Look out for the regular streams that I do on the other channel, Mailfuzz Live, and we'll see you guys next time. So it's been a pleasure. Good night. Keep watching scary movies, and we will see you next time.
Good night.